Hi. I just watched this TikTok video where this woman said, as a woman, you have two choices. You can either get an autoimmune disease or you can be a bitch. And eventually, everything, all the weight that you're carrying, all your responsibilities and everything is going to break down your system and attack itself. Your system will begin attacking you too. Or you can just be a bitch. Say no. Which one are you going to choose? And I giggled when I saw this because 10 years ago, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, that's not why I have an autoimmune disease. Can't be. There's other things, but no. 10 years ago, I was living with Graves' disease, which is a thyroid-based autoimmune disorder. And the weird thing is, talking about like knowing that it's coming from your environment and not your environment, as in most thyroid problems come from lack of iodine in the diet, except we live in a world where we insert iodine in everything, so why would I have deficiencies, right? And that is a little bit part of my problem, because I was afraid of salt in my 20s because everybody I knew was on blood pressure medication, so I would eat food salt free. I didn't care how it tasted. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point that I'm trying to get at is I was already living this subservient lifestyle in my 20s and allowing people to do whatever and treat me however. And I knew, like, I would go to Reiki practitioners and stuff like that and have people working on my throat chakra. I would do work on my own throat chakra, but I would never do the physical work. I was never making the spiritual part practical. I was never saying, stop it, or no, that won't be happening. No, I can't do this for you. No, I can't give you that amount of money. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to do that. No, bye. Bye. I never did that. I was blocking my own throat chakra and causing my own thyroid problems. Muy pendeja, right? And so, fast forward to more health issues that I studied into. In our culture, endometriosis is simply considered a reproductive disorder. When you look in like Indian medical journals and in certain part of the UK, they actually call it an autoimmune disorder. And it is your body doing something that it's not supposed to be doing against itself. We don't look at it this way at all. But having cancer is a form of autoimmune disorder. Your cells are doing something that they should not be doing to harm you. I'm making this video because that came right on time. Do you know a specific family member contacted me and told me that they are about to go in foreclosure and that they need a few $1,000s. And sorry to laugh, but yeah, I didn't laugh in their face, but I walked away. I said, oh, okay, I'll see what I can do about that. I have zero intentions of doing anything about that. Zero. I'm so over it. I feel proud of myself. I'm making this video because I feel proud of myself, because the person that I was before would have said, here's my savings so you can get out of trouble. The person that I was before would have totally done that. And that person knows that. So that's why that person told me. And this person hasn't lost their job. This person hasn't, yes, sure, the economy is getting, how the economy is getting. Sure, all of that's happening. But I also watch this person's spending habits and know that they haven't changed, and know that it's not happenstance that you're behind. You get what I'm saying? And it's not my problem. The old version of me would have made it my problem, would have said, oh my gosh, this can't happen to such and such. And that person has certainly watched it happen to me. I am proud of myself that now this is a fully functioning thyroid. Excuse me. Actually, I don't want to say I misspoke. This is the fully functioning throat chakra. What I was doing all of those years, do you know that I was going to Reiki practitioners? I was going to other spiritual things. I was doing work on myself for my thyroid and autoimmune disorders, and taking all of these spiritual principles and not applying them practically by just simply saying no. That's all you need to do. Say no. And I know where it comes from. I'm not going to act like as if, oh, like I'm retarded or something. I don't understand that I need to just say no when I know that I'm like overextending myself, or I know that I'm doing something that is going to cause me to lose my independence or sovereignty. But I wasn't dumb. I was, however, brought up in an extremely religious way, where you just, if certain people ask, you are so ingrained to serve these people, especially from a child standpoint. You are so ingrained to serve these people, you become an adult who continues to serve these people, whether it serves you or not. And I had to get with myself about that. And I didn't get with myself about that until I survived breast cancer. When I did, it's like, and seeing everybody that did not show up for me, hell no. I wish I would give you any money. Like, I don't, that's what I kind of say to everything these days. Hell no. I don't know. I'm not in the mood. Nope. And I'm smiling. No, I'm not in the mood. It's not going to happen. No, I don't got time for that. No, I don't got it. No. Like, it's fun being bitchy with a, with a smile. But nah, like, I feel, as I do some deeper shadow work on myself, I feel sorry for the old version of myself that had the opportunity presented to her to say no so many times, and she kept saying yes and kept giving and kept doing. I feel so sorry for the version of myself that did not live because she put other people's stupid shit in front of her. There's some version of me that was dreaming, that had things that they wanted to do and go places they wanted to go, things they wanted to see, and they didn't see it because, you know, such and such had an emergency, because somebody asked for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cheated myself. And I say, like, it's hard for me. It's almost like as if I'm watching in a third person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm connected to my past experiences in a lot of ways. I do feel like a different person. But either way you look at it, whether I feel like it happened to me or it happened to a version of me, it happened, and that person got cheated out of life. We are here to experience joy, and our own joy. You know what I mean? Our own joy. We are not here to just sit around and suffer. And I was sitting around suffering and thinking, when are things going to change? When are things going to get better for me? I'm the person in charge of that. It's only going to get better when I decide that it's going to get better. It's only going to get better when you decide to say no. No, I don't got it. No, I'm busy. No, you know, I got something to do. I got somewhere to be. I'm becoming, well, I'm not going to say, I've always been private, but like amongst close friends and family, I tend to tell people my business, and I don't anymore. I don't tell them a damn thing. I just say something. I have something to do. I have somewhere to be. You don't need to know what I'm doing or where I am. You don't. Like, most people are out for their own survival. That's how I want to put it. Like, they're putting their survival first. You are the last on their list, and you better believe it. You better learn before your body sits you down the way that my body sat me down. You better learn to say no. And if you already have an autoimmune disease, or plural, autoimmune disease is, it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. It's not too late to start saying no. It's not too late to turn things around. Believe that.